Hey guys, welcome back to episode 9 of the O'Reilly Show. Today we're back at the Graduate Hotel. I'm repping my Players Lounge shirt. We have some very special guests. O could not make it tonight, but it's a girls' night on the show. So we have Janasia Moore, Morgan Fingal, and Erica Lovett from Tennessee Volleyball. Give yourselves a hand. Yes. We've been trying to get them on the show for so long. But we finally matched up with the schedules. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Great.
Good.
Simple, great.
It's simple. Yeah. So we're getting into the last half of our season, so we're just kind of vibing it out towards the end.
Vibing it out. Yeah, we're going to get into all the nitty-gritty details about y'all's season, but first I'm going to put you guys on the spot. If you haven't watched the show, whenever we have guests, we make them FaceTime someone, and whoever picks up with the least amount of rings wins. So, Janasia, would you like to start us off?
Okay.
Pick someone to FaceTime. Usually people pick teammates or something, or Squirrel White last week picked his mom and she just failed him. So, pick wisely. And then you guys can figure out something fun to do to the loser, I guess.
Okay. I'm gonna call my dad.
Okay.
I was going to say,
Keep it safe. Let's see.
1,
2.
Oh, Dad, don't fail me.
3.
Oh,
Dad's bold because
answer in the dark. Hey, Father. I'm on a podcast.
Hey, what's going on?
I said I'm on a podcast and we're trying to see who can call somebody with the least amount of rings. So you have rings.
Rings?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you answered in 4 or 5.
Okay, 4 is the number to beat.
Okay, that's all.
Remember the beat.
4 is the number to beat. Okay. See, my dad would have failed me. My dad does not pick up a FaceTime, but then he'll call me back and he'll be like, "What were you doing?
Yeah,
Why couldn't
are you
pick-"
okay?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 is the number to beat.
4,
Let's see it, Morgan.
okay.
I'm going to call my mom.
Wow.
I know. The parents are coming through.
Your mom is so
No, yeah.
I know.
1, 2, 3.
I actually might lose this one because I know where she is. I just remembered.
Stay safe.
I'm going to lose. I'm most definitely going to lose because she's not going to pick up.
Dang.
Mother.
She's failing you.
Dang.
Okay,
I'm definitely
last one. 4 is the number to beat. Is the eye gonna help it? Is
Let's
the
see
eye
what my
gonna?
grandma doing.
Hi, my grandma.
She's never doing anything, so if she doesn't answer, I know something.
My grandma wouldn't know how to answer.
My
that.
grandma doesn't have.
She knows how to
an
text and FaceTime,
iPhone.
that's it.
She has a
3.
flip
Oh
phone.
wow, this is crazy.
Dang.
Okay, Dad, come through.
Right.
Hey girl,
Hey, girl.
I'm on a podcast and we were in a competition. You were supposed to answer the phone faster. That was 5 rings. I'll call you after. Bye, I love you.
No. Oh my goodness.
Okay, good.
Okay,
So
5
you
rings.
won.
Yeah.
Clap it up for her.
I got a second.
Winner, winner, winner.
Winner.
But you guys have been doing a lot of winning this season. You guys are ranked 12th in the country right now. If you haven't been watching Tennessee Volleyball, I don't know number 1 where you've been at because you guys are so fun to watch and it's just awesome to see what you guys are being able to do. But speak to how this season is, and then Morgan specifically, how this season is different than previous because you've been here through times where y'all haven't been as successful as this. So speak to that, and then you girls next, please.
Right. I would say this year our team has just been really intentional about cohesion and making sure that we're playing together. And I think that's been really helpful because the work ethic and talent was there, but we just knew that playing together was going to take us through, and I think it's really showed out.
Yeah, and then you came from Ohio State, your grad transfer, originally from Georgia, right?
Maryland.
You're from Georgia.
Yeah.
She's from
Okay,
Georgia, yeah.
so how has been the transition and then the cohesion? Do you see that being implemented in the team? How has that been for you?
Yeah, it's honestly been amazing. There's hasn't really been a drop off, I would say. I was just looking forward to coming and playing in a different conference, and the competition level is there, and if not better, in my opinion. I think we have athletes, the game is growing, and our team, I just love our team. We're young and old, it's a mix of everything,
Perfect
so
mix.
they keep us young, they keep the old people young.
Yeah.
So.
And then you guys, both 5th years last year, but you guys knew each other before.
Yeah.
So talk about how your guys' friendship and connection before.
So it really was clubs, since she's from Maryland.
Okay.
I was living in Virginia, and our club was in DC, so we kind of had that whole DMV area come together to play volleyball.
Okay.
So we shared our 18s team together, and that honestly was the best club year ever.
The best club year.
Yes, we're actually about to go to a wedding in January for one of our old club
sweet.
teammates, and we're all gonna have a big reunion. So I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, that connection was there, and it's honestly just a full circle moment.
Yeah.
Having Jen just playing together like I never would have thought. She went all the way to Ohio State. I went to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Two separate worlds, but now they're coming back together.
together.
This
Wow.
is so crazy. Yeah, I wanted to see what her home was like, and it's home for me. So I'm excited to be here.
And then that was really sweet. Erica over here, you transferred in from Long Beach.
Yeah.
Why did you go all the way to the West Coast to come back to the South? Like, I just need to know.
In all honesty, I don't know why, but like I wanted to go as far from home as possible.
Okay.
And then I got there and I was like, nah,
No.
get right on back on this side. It was a lot different, like just like foods and stuff,
Yeah.
the way people function. Yeah.
Well, I'm a California girl, so
Cali
be
girl,
kind.
yikes.
K life was not for me.
Yeah. But the season has been absolutely spectacular for you guys. Texas A&M on Sunday, you guys swept them in 3. Offensive Player of the Week for the SEC. Congrats on all your awards. If you don't know, Morgan Fingal is an All-American, All-SEC team. You are on the community service team. Like, you have done the dang thing in your 5 years here. So what is something like you want to leave behind? Like the legacy you want to leave behind? Because you're arguably one of the best Tennessee volleyball players that's come through.
Yeah, honestly, I just want our team to do something great, and I think we have the right pieces
Yeah.
this year to go far. Our goal is the Final Four, just like you guys in the
Yeah.
World Series last year. I just want to leave the program with than where it was. Be
Yeah.
somewhere we have never been
Yeah.
with this group of girls, with this program. So I'm just really excited to be a part of that, and we're definitely on track for
Yeah.
it. So.
Speaking of on track, you have had some bumps in the roads, but I would call bumps in the roads, like, to other teams, they're not as big of bumps, but like when you're winning as much as you guys have been, the Kentucky game and then the Arkansas game.
Yeah.
How did those challenge you guys, and like how were you guys able to bounce back? What did you learn from them?
Right. From those 2 losses, we definitely could see that some of the things that we did to contribute to them were in our control.
Yeah.
We definitely knew that we didn't play as well or as clean as we needed to be, especially when it gets into those higher level teams.
Yeah.
The margin for error gets really, really small.
Yeah.
So we kind of just reset, and when we got to Missouri and then now Texas A&M, we were just like, we know we're a good team.
Yeah.
And we know we just got to keep going back to the drawing board and doing what we do every day. So.
Yeah. And then you guys also, your only other loss is to Wisconsin, number 1 team in the nation. But you took them to 5 sets.
Yeah.
How was that game? And then, like, that's when I knew that you guys were going to, I was like, oh, yeah, this team is, like, legit. Like, they're going to have a phenomenal year. So how did you guys, like, how was the game? How was the atmosphere? Like, what did that feel like playing against the number 1 team and then taking them to 5?
Right. We were kind of in the middle of like a really long travel trip. So it definitely was a grind.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. But the Wisconsin environment, their fans and everything, it just really brought a good match.
Yeah.
I think every one of the girls were really prepared and just ready to play. And I think that's all I can remember going into the match. We played together. We might have not had clean points, but we played together. It was fun. We fought back.
Yeah.
I mean, in the beginning of the match, we were like, oh, dang, what's Tennessee going to do? But we really kind of proved ourselves to where we are and where this team is at. And I think that match just kind of spurred us into what we did after the match.
Yeah,
We had a really big winning streak until we got into SECs. SECs.
Where's the hardest place for you guys to play in the SEC? Like, what, like, stadium-wise, atmosphere?
Yeah, no, I honestly think it's the smaller gyms to play in, so like South Carolina. But it's another small one. I can't even remember.
I'm not a fan of Arkansas.
Yeah, Arkansas is difficult too. Like where the fans are just right on top
on.
of you.
Okay.
Most teams play in arenas like we get to in TBA, so it's like a little bit spread out.
Oh, they have a separate gym.
Yeah, so some teams have separate gyms. So like, Arkansas, South Carolina, those places are hard when it's just like everything's
up on
tiny,
you.
the ceiling's short, so you can't dig as high.
Yeah.
The fans are right on you. Like,
Yeah, see, for softball, we have, like, some stadiums where they're right on you, and then ours, they're pretty far away.
Right,
So
right.
I like that. I don't need the fans just chirping in my ear the whole game. Yeah. But what has been the biggest difference for coming into the SEC games from Ohio State for you?
Like I said, I think the game is growing, so a lot more people are like coming to the game and like, tuning in. I wouldn't say it's very much different. I think it's hard to play away. Like no matter where you go, it's like a hard environment to play. But like when you have your teammates to lean on, like it's
definitely.
just your focus.
You guys have been doing pretty good away. You guys beat Kentucky away, but then they came here. Like, what happened with that one? Like, that's so
oh my goodness.
odd.
I know it is.
Did happen.
What did happen? A lot did happen.
No, I think
for
to
real.
Morgan's point, we just didn't play clean as we wanted to.
Yeah.
We kind of had to go to the drawing board a little bit and see like what things we kind of got away with.
Yeah.
That we have to just like lock in on. So
Yeah.
just playing a little bit more clean.
Yeah.
So even field, 1-1. But
Yeah.
How's your guys' schedule work? So for softball, we play home, away, skip a year, home, away, skip a year, each team. So you'll get to go and play at each stadium, home and away, each team.
nice.
How does yours work? Because sometimes you have 2 people on your schedule playing them twice,
Yeah.
and sometimes you don't.
It's different. So because of COVID, they used to have us play teams back to back, so like a Friday, Sunday.
Okay.
But they flipped back to the old schedule pre-COVID. So now we'll play them at home and then we'll go away. So
Okay.
it kind of honestly changes because last year we played Arkansas twice. This year we're gonna play them once.
Okay.
And then we've only played Florida once, and we played Kentucky once last year. So it
Yeah.
kind of just flips back and forth.
Definitely.
I think with the schedule change, and it's probably going to change again next year when we add in more teams. So, but it's kind of changed.
Yeah.
But I've been in every arena, but it's kind of changed year by year. So,
Yeah.
and they also have relationships where you like a team will come for like 4 years, and then you'll go for 4 years.
Oh.
so it's kind
So
of
it's not like a set, like you can go
No,
somewhere in
it's-
the SEC 4 years straight.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
so
wow.
different.
That's-
I
yeah.
didn't know
different.
that.
It's much
But that's awesome. Earlier you said that there's young girls, there's older girls. So let's talk a little bit about the girls. Let's talk tea about the girls.
Yeah.
So Caroline Kerr, she's having an amazing season. She's a redshirt freshman. How has she impacted the team and the game for you guys this year?
I mean, she's a workhorse. Like, when I came in the summer, I've never seen somebody work as hard as Caroline.
Yeah.
And just trying to develop those connections with the hitters, and honestly, the whole entire team just kind of, like, having her mark on the team.
Yeah.
Just showing that, like, hey, I'm going to have your back no matter what.
Yeah.
And I would hope the same for you, so.
Yeah. And then Raven Chase, I believe that's her name.
Yeah.
She just kind of got back into the swing of things. Her debut was just a couple weeks ago, and she was on fire. How is she as a person, as a teammate? I just want to know more about her.
Right. I think she plays like a pivotal role in like her option, like her hitting option
Yeah.
with the slide. And I think that's really huge for us, like going into the rest of the season. But honestly, Raven is just random. If I could like, she's always like making random noises or like making a funny voice.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, her humor is very like sarcastic and very like kind of dry, but like she's always cracking a joke, like, or just saying something random. Like I can turn to her and she's just like standing there like this. Like I don't know idea why. But yeah, Raven's just that kind of person where like she's coming on the court and she's kind of like preparing herself to like fill in that role of like being that unique hitter on our team. And I think that's really helped us, and I think will serve us really well.
Awesome. Okay, so who do you think is the funniest person? Because Raven, you just made a name for her.
Yeah.
Who's the funniest girl on the
Oh
team?
my gosh, we have really big
We have some
personalities on the team.
goons on the team.
Everyone. Okay, so yeah, Erica's winning it herself over there.
Oh, okay. So
But no, I would say like there's 21 different personalities, but they're all big. Oh my gosh. And every person you just like think like, wait, is that really who you are? Yeah. But it's
like
just like
different levels of
yeah.
funny,
Yeah, it's
like
different
different
levels,
kinds too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just for the moment, there's someone.
Yeah, we have
Okay.
some walking memes. We have some people that are just random.
Yes.
Like
yes.
it's just, but everyone has their own type of humor, but everyone like laughs at it because everyone's funny. Yeah.
So how do you guys deal with? I mean, for softball, when we're in season, you guys are in hardest season right now. You're spending every waking moment. How do you guys how do you deal with your teammates all the time and not get too annoyed? Like for me, I know I have to like take time away from my sport and the girls every week just to like recuperate. What do you guys do in your free time to kind of just like, okay, I've spent enough time with you guys. Like it's gonna happen in college. Like you spend every moment with them, traveling, all of that. So what's something that you guys do away from volleyball that's kind of like a reset?
I think the perk, we live off campus. A majority of the team lives in Stokely. So we're just like, we have that opportunity to like just go home.
Yeah.
So that helps. But personally for me, I love taking time just to like watch TV. I know
What are you
that's
watching
like,
right now?
it's, it just kind of depends. So I'll go back to my comfort movies. That's where I've been in. So it's
Okay.
like Pride and Prejudice, Zootopia.
Okay.
So I'm just taking time for my comfort movies. So
Totally different movies.
yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
I know. But it's just, those are my things. And then typically, if for Pride and Prejudice, I'm reading the book as well.
Oh,
so I'll
so you're a
pair that
reader.
with like a classical music playlist just
Wait,
to have the vibe.
Morgan,
Like,
you're so deep.
She's
Like,
so like
So
adult.
that's the vibe. That's how I've been like escaping and crossword puzzles. So.
okay.
It's adulting.
Yeah, that's just like
philosophical.
so much. Yeah. But I
Yeah.
love that for you. That's so awesome.
Thank you.
No, yeah, I agree. Going home and just like being in my room, laying on my floor. Honestly,
Really?
just
Those
like,
are some of the best naps. I'm not
they're-
gonna lie.
honestly, just laying on your floor, doing nothing. Maybe on FaceTime with like my parents or my boyfriend. It really helps me just like reset.
Yeah.
I'm more of a dinner girl, like going to get food. It always ends up with some of my teammates anyway, but it's like, it's okay if we're outside of volleyball. Like, I don't mind.
Yeah. In our locker room, we have this conversation like, who would win the Hunger Games on our team? Who on
my
y'all's team would win
God.
the Hunger Games?
Oh my gosh, we had it wasn't a similar question, but who's like, we had who would you like get stranded with on a
Like a
island,
deserted
on a
island.
deserted
And, like, make it
island
off.
and make it off.
Yeah.
Everybody was saying like Kylie Robinson.
Okay.
And we were like, because she
I
would
love
like find a
Kylie.
way.
No, because
Or
Kylie would see someone like dying and she would go help and then she would
Okay,
also
probably.
die. So.
she is a kind soul. She is a
She
kind
looks
soul.
just nice
But
to-
she's
Nice.
like,
to make it to the end.
but I feel like she's the most outdoorsy out of all
Yeah.
of us. You know?
Like, she would figure
She
all that
would
out. Her
figure it out,
downfall
find a
would
way.
literally be like trying to help someone. Like,
Yeah.
that was what it is.
Okay, what would be your downfall in the Hunger Games?
I don't even know.
Because I'm a panicker. Like, I'm a panicker at heart, so one thing goes wrong and I might just flip out. It's
Yeah.
different for my sport, but like the outside world. So I'm gonna panic and probably kill myself. With, like,
It would probably be because
Like-
I'm like outside in general. Like, I don't
Yeah,
like
you
being
can't do
outside. Like,
bugs
it would
out.
irritate the
Yeah.
life
Like
out of me.
Yeah,
a bug,
she
she's
would.
screaming. Like she's the one that's like
She wouldn't
killing
make
like a
it.
gnat. Like
Oh,
there's a
Because,
bug.
like, why are you inside? Like, you got all that
That's
world
such a
outside.
good thing that you're an inside sport. You would never make it a
I
day
would
out
not.
of
I
a
would
softball
not.
field.
I say that every time like football's practicing. I'm like, I could not do that.
Oh
yeah.
no.
Like, it's
No.
freezing outside.
Oh yeah, it
I could not
is.
do that. I feel
I'm gonna
bad
have
for
my children play indoor sports. So I
Yeah,
have to do
no.
it.
Big
Absolutely.
perks. Big
yeah.
perks. Honestly.
Okay, so I've seen you do this like twice since you guys have got here. You do it on the court. What does this mean? Like, is there an inside joke? Like, are you able to tell me about
Yes,
it?
no, we can tell you about it. So this is like we put this up and we say like stay safe because honestly for
But
me
like you drag it out. Like,
Right.
Oh,
Stay
absolutely.
safe.
Stay safe.
yes. So like we were saying like Tennessee volleyball like stay safe. It just basically means like if something's happening around you, like it's not me though, like but
Yes.
stay
But
safe.
like, you stay
know?
safe.
Yeah, so like anything that's happening on the court, like if there's like an error or something, or like we miss something on the block or whatever it is, it's
Yeah.
just like stay safe, stay
Yeah.
safe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any like pregame, like that's like a tradition now for you guys? Any pregame
Yeah.
rituals that you guys do with the team, like anything in the locker room? Because I know like we have a certain playlist that we get down to in
Yeah.
ours. So what do you guys do like pregame or any rituals?
I think our ritual, because like everyone kind of has their own pregame routine. I
Yeah.
think Starbucks
Yeah.
is definitely Starbucks
Oh,
run is
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
like necessary.
Needed.
for
What's your
some
go-to
people.
drink?
Okay, so mine is ice cold brew
Okay.
with vanilla and almond milk. That's my drink. Pretty
Okay.
plain, just coffee.
No
I'm
sugar.
not a coffee girl, but I like white hot chocolate.
White hot chocolate
so
is so
good.
good.
It's a
If you
staple.
haven't had white hot chocolate, it's way better than the
Oh,
regular.
it's so good.
Regular.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, me
It's
either.
so
I was like,
good.
It's at
where is
Starbucks?
that been?
Yes,
Girl,
it's so good.
Get into it.
Shouldn't have told me that.
Right, stay safe.
I drink I've been getting the pumpkin frappuccino with like an ungodly amount of sugar in it,
Yeah.
but it's fine because it's before the game.
and just work it all off.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine. It comes right back out.
It's necessary for her.
I don't go to
actually
Starbucks
is.
like otherwise. So.
Yeah.
Okay. And is that like you have to go? Like, is that a superstition, or is it just like, or do you have superstitions?
Oh, I can't say my superstition.
Okay, I understand that.
I don't think I have
Okay, I don't
superstitions.
have
There's
one.
just things I'm like, I won't repeat. Like, I can't do it again.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay, yes.
Wisconsin, I spoke in the locker room before Wisconsin when she's like asking about the mission statement, and I won't do it again. Like, I just sit there and I'm like,
Just let everyone speak. Yes. Okay. Okay. So for me, it's been like shoes. Like I won't do the same thing. I won't
Okay.
wear the same thing. Because I had to change my shoes mid-season. I was like, no, I won't do that.
Oh yeah.
I'm like that with scrunchies. Like, if we didn't play well, I'm like, no, I'm burning the scrunchie.
No, I'm a hair
it's
person.
bad, yeah.
I straightened my hair once my freshman year, did terrible, never straightened
Never
it again to play for the
again.
past 3
Yes.
years.
I've done
our
that before,
superstition
too.
is the bad warm up.
Oh,
Yes.
my
Okay,
gosh.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
That's
yes,
a good
yes,
one.
yes.
That's a good
That's
one.
a good one.
So so we're all in the same warm-up group on the court. And
Okay.
we're not doing it on purpose, but we're very cautious about how well we warm up. You know?
Mind you,
well.
mind you. We're in like mini groups.
Okay.
And we're closest to the net, so we don't have room for error because the other team is like warming up on
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
side. Continue.
Yes. Other team is warming on the other side. Yes. So sometimes like we'll kind of like miss our platform and the ball will go around the other side.
Yeah.
So we can't have too clean of a warm up because we're too locked in, you know?
Yeah.
So you
Oh,
have to
like
make
too
sure you're like
A little loose.
a little
Yeah.
loose. Sometimes it can go over. Sometimes you hit the ball a little bit short, you know? Just
little-
like get in a
like-
little groove so you kind of stay locked in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But we've had one like really perfect warm up and we lost the match against Kentucky. So,
Oh, okay. So we just it's
was
like,
so
But that
yeah,
makes
so
sense.
it was
It was
extremely
That's
clean.
what-
Like that was the
It was
problem.
too clean. You gotta
Dang.
like
You
Like,
gotta
no
do
spin,
something.
Sometimes
nothing.
you gotta get it out the way
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
like, before the
definitely.
game, like,
When you play loose, you play free. Like there's
Yes.
nothing that can beat that. But speaking of your guys' season though, like you guys miss football. Like how is it being a fall sport? Because I don't miss football. Like I don't miss football games. I don't miss any of that. You guys kind of are the start of school. Like do you like being a fall sport? How is it with that? And then like do you miss going to football and everything like that?
I think I don't mind being a fall sport. I just hated missing, like I've never been to a tailgate. So like just the events around like a football game, like we can go to like one or two every year. So we'll be able to like see, like we get to go to homecoming. I think that's the most
Oh, you get to go this
like
weekend.
event,
Okay, cool.
like event type thing that we get to go to for football. But just like having like different like events around football, like we don't get to see or like experience, like having the whole game day because we typically also have practice on game day.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like that, just missing out on the tradition and things like that. That's one thing I've missed. But I don't mind being a fall sport. But you just make the one or two count. So
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't mind being a fall sport because I feel like basketball just kind of balances it out a little bit.
I'm
Yeah.
not a basketball girl anyway. So.
And you're inside,
Yeah.
and it's like it's just
outside. Yeah, it's inside.
Yeah,
You guys
I
gotta come
would
to
much rather
softball,
watch
though.
a football game on TV anyway.
Oh,
'cause
it's
I'm in
so
the
good
comfort
on
of my
TV.
home.
They're
I
also
can do whatever
so
I
long.
want.
Yeah.
Like
They're so
they
long.
I'm
are.
not standing for 3 hours. That's
Like, it's
That is
a
very
lot
good.
that goes into it.
Oh,
so,
there is.
Yeah, I
but
don't mind.
you should come outside just for a softball game.
okay,
and
I
just
went
see how-
to what game is that we went to?
Ooh, stay safe.
I was at a football game and then it got cold and I said, I will see y'all later.
Good night. Okay, Coach Eve. I see her around all the time, but I don't know how she is. So speak to how she is as a coach and then how she is like off the court. Like, is she a joking type person? Like, I always see her and she seems pretty locked in and serious, obviously, because she's coaching you guys. But just like, how is she? Any inside jokes? Just like, tell me a bit about her.
So Eve as a coach, brutally honest, but also very loving at the same time.
Brutally honest,
She
okay.
will give it to you straight, and you should expect it for her to give it to you straight because she's like, I want to make you better.
Okay.
So that's who she is as a coach, like unchanging in that regard. As a person, she is very loving, but also we just asked to dress up for Halloween, and we came into like our meeting or whatever, and we were like, oh, we were really expecting like the coaching staff to like, dress up and do like something fun, and they were like, we're like the definition of not fun. So like she'll like be there for the fun, but she won't do it. That's the kind of so she's like kind of locked in. But she loves watching us and like our personality. She just enjoys the team a lot. But she's not the one to like do anything crazy.
Yeah. Would you guys agree?
She's I'd say she's very motherly. She's like she's like a strict mother basically.
Yeah, she'll like watch us do it, but like
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying?
I mean, sometimes she says stuff, and I'm like, ooh. And she's like
See, like
smiling
I
and
find her
laughing, and I
funny,
love
and
that.
some people I'm not gonna say they don't find her funny, but I just think every little thing she says is kind of funny to me. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh,
Yeah,
she cracks a little joke here and there.
she does. Yeah. So.
Okay, we'll wrap it up soon, but I just want to know what your guys' favorite memory of this season is. And then you can do on the court, you can do off the court. I know you guys are winding down in
I
SEC.
know, it's crazy.
But on the
Don't
court,
talk about
off the court, you guys are fifth years. We don't know how many more years
We don't
you have,
know.
but-
We don't know.
But there are years
Some
there.
question marks.
So yeah, just
Between.
what has been the best part of this season for you guys?
Oh my goodness. I really look forward to at the end of the matches that we win, where we all come together and we all just start jumping up and down.
Oh, the celebration.
The celebration towards the end. I think just making every moment exciting. I think that's just really what it represents for me, and I just really enjoy those moments. So never taken for granted, especially playing in TBA.
Yeah.
So, or the
Yeah.
Food City Center. My bad.
Food City Center. Isn't it Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center? It's
Yeah.
like
I
both.
don't
It'll
understand
stay
that.
TBA to me. Sorry, Food City.
For me, if I had to pick like a specific memory, it was like when we were about to run on the court before Wisconsin. We were so hyped, barking. Like when I tell you unhinged.
Okay,
like,
I'm just glad it's just not y'all.
No, it was great. And I was just like, wow, these are my girls. You know? And it was just like, it was the beginning of the season. And I was just like, oh, I'm ready for the rest of the season. And like, it's
that was a
just been-
feral moment.
Yeah, that was a feral moment.
crazy,
And
actually.
like that just, it was great. It was amazing.
I think mine was the Kentucky away game, but it's kind of different for me because that was also my birthday. So it was just a good vibe. Like the whole time we were playing, like I feel like everyone was actually having fun. Like it hit for me.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. Okay, we have Florida coming up this weekend. You guys play them on Friday. Been to Gainesville. How's Florida? What's it looking like? Any game plans you have for us? Oh,
I haven't
Go
been
out
to
and
Florida.
ball. I think one thing we kind of preach to this team is just like we're gonna go in with that big dog mentality, and any team we play, like we're gonna beat you, and that's kind of like the mentality that we have, and I think it still stays the same no matter what team we play, and I think that's really served us throughout the season because it just kind of knows like we're Tennessee volleyball and we're gonna bring our best game, and it doesn't really matter who's on the other side of the net. So the same thing happens when we go to Gainesville. We'll definitely have another chance to make history because we had an opportunity at Kentucky, took advantage of it, but we now have an opportunity.
wait, what's
for
the
Gainesville.
history?
Just not beating those teams for a really long time in our program.
Okay, cool.
That's just kind of it. But honestly, it's still the same things. It's another team that's in the way of our goal. So, gotta keep pushing.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I appreciate you guys so much for coming on. If you guys didn't know, these three ladies have 718 kills together. Wow. I mean, I didn't know if you guys. That's like 70% of the team's kills. So you guys are phenomenal athletes. You guys obviously are phenomenal women. I'm so glad you guys were finally able to make it. The schedule is lined up. I wish you the best of luck in Florida. And if you have not been watching Tennessee volleyball, let this be the thing that gets you to start watching.
And come to games.
Yes. And come to games. We need TBA like rocking for you guys. You're 12th ranked. Come on.
We need that.
But thank you guys so much for
thank
coming.
you.
Good luck in Florida.
Thank
This
you.
was fun.
Thank you.
This was cute. I loved it.
Loved it.